Hi, this is Brian with Brain Twang Guitar Instruction, and I'm going to do a video lesson on Jingle Bells. This is going to be a very simple beginner version with all quarter notes, only on the first two strings, on the E string and the B string, and also on the first fret and on the third fret. Okay, and we're going to use the first finger for the first fret and the third finger for the third fret. And I'm going to play it through one time so you can hear how it's going to sound, and then I'll break it down note by note. Here we go. Okay, so that's how the whole song goes, and let's get started. The first phrase is very simple, just plucking the open E string 3 times and then resting for one beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then doing that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the beginning. The next phrase, we're going to pluck the open E string again. So that might feel a little strange after you just did those 2 measures of open E string, but you do have to pluck the open E string again for the beginning of the next phrase. And then the 3rd fret of the E string. Then we're going to switch strings, and we're going to play the 1st fret of the B string, and then the 3rd fret of the B string. Notice I'm using the 1st finger, and then I'm using the 3rd finger. And then finally we're going to end that phrase with an open E string. So it'll sound like this. Okay, and if you want to hum the notes or sing the frets to yourself while you do that, that's a good idea. 0, 3, 1, 3, 0. Or Okay. All right. The next part, we're going to play the 1st fret on the E string, and we're going to pluck it 5 times, which sounds odd, but I just since this is all quarter notes, I'm just going to tell you how many times we're going to pluck it instead of where the notes fall in the measure, because I think it's just more simple for beginners to count the notes, how many times they're plucking it. Okay, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the open E string 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to come up to, well, let's do that part again, okay? So that's the, oh, what fun it is to ride a one. Okay, and then we're gonna play we're gonna pluck the 3rd fret on the B string twice, and then the open E string, and then the 3rd fret on the B string again, and then we're gonna jump down for the hey on the 3rd fret of the high E string. Okay, so that's going to sound like, oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Okay, I'll do that one more time, slowly without singing. Now the next part repeats the first parts over again, those first 3 parts where we go, and then again, and then it repeats that other part, almost the same except for the very ending. So we play this 1st fret again 5 times on the high E string, and then the open E string again 4 times. And then the 3rd fret of the E string, one horse open sleigh. So that's the 3rd fret twice of the E string, then the 1st fret once on the E string again, then we jump up to the B string and play the 3rd fret once, and then the 1st fret once. Oh, what fun it is to ride actually we're playing the open string after we play this 5 times. I think the open is actually 3 this time instead of 4. Oh, what fun it is to ride a... That's 3. One-horse open sleigh. I'll play it slow all the way through so that you can play along with it, and I'll play without singing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you have any questions or comments or feedback, positive feedback or helpful critique, please feel free to write it below on the YouTube channel. And just starting out video guitar lessons, so I'm trying my hand at it and seeing how it goes. And I'm hopefully going to get better at this, but also get better at my equipment. So right now this is what I have. Enjoy, and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.